Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Baseball in America. Today is opening day for the MLB. Today we got a lot of games on. One already ended. Paul Skeens was pulled out in the first. Let me do a little check 1-2 here. Make sure that my stream is working. Welcome to Thursday Night Baseball in America. Today is opening day for the MLB. Today we got. All right, everybody. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games we're commentating today. I will not be doing Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Guardians, Seattle. One has already ended. The Mets beat Pittsburgh 11-7. We got 2 games in the 7th, 1 in the 6th, and then a bunch in the 3rd and 2nd inning. Let's get right into the show. We're going to already do our first double box of the season. All right. Holy, that's blurry. But Brewers are up 11-1 against the White Sox here, bottom of the 7th. That is a line drive by Yelich, and I just press that to bark, and he will get there to first. Anyways, Brewers game on the left, 11-1. Brewers leading. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Man on first and second. On the right side, we got Nationals Cubs. Nationals are up 8-4. Man on first and second. Bottom of the 7th, that is going to be a double play for the Nationals, and that will retire the Cubs. Anyways, going back to Brewers and Sox here. Brandon Lockridge, 231 average last season. He's really got honestly, the Brewers basically already have this one in the bag. And that will be fouled off. Strike 1. Holy, that dog is annoying. But I love him. Anyways, Lockridge 4th in the rotation. What is going on over here with this? Can I even? That ain't good. Huh, weird. Anyways. And that will be a strike. 0-2 count for Lockridge. That's really weird that it's not letting me do that unless it's like one game at a time here. Okay, then I do that. Whatever. Anyways, Lockridge, 1-2 count. Now, the Brewers basically already have this one in the bag. It's redundant to even commentate it, but we might as well. And that will be hit down the third base line, step on the bag, throw to first, will not get there. 1 out recorded. 2 outs now for the Brewers. We're going to have the left fielder Bowers come up to the plate. He's 1 for 4 on the day with a run. Yeah, that went along the third base line, and props to the third baseman for getting there as good as he could. But yeah, runner at first was safe by a mile. And as we have Bowers over here, we will focus on Cubs and Nationals, as this game is a whole lot closer. But Cubs are up to pitch, making sure my ticker is working. It is. Okay. Oh, and we already got some action. That is a called ball that may be challenged. Milner is in as the pitcher for the Cubs. Lyle is the batter for the Nationals. And that is hit up. That is going back, and that will be out. Right fielder caught it for the Cubs. Looking at the Nationals today, though, 8 runs and only 9 recorded hits. Very impressive from this Nationals team. Obviously, shortstop Abrams is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Anyways, now we have Weimer up to the plate. And that is going to be hit up down the third base line. The third baseman missed it. Shortstop has to come in. And Get it, and that is going to be a. I would assume that would be an error. The third baseman missed the ball, allowing Weimer to get to first base. I would assume that's going to be recorded as an error. And the ruling is a single. Jake Bauers hit a home run, by the way. Anyways, now we have whatever his first name is, Abrams. 1 for 3 on the day. Milner, 4 pitches, and he's a skinny white boy. 4 pitches and a lot of very sidearm pitcher. That is up, and that will go back towards center field and be caught. I'm going to guess thrown to second, and Weimer will not advance. 2 outs. Nunez is going to be coming up now. Brewers are up 14-1. That's insane. I mean, it's the White Sox, so what do you expect? But still. Anyways, Milner only 5 pitches under his belt. And that will be fouled off by Nunez. 0-1 count. I mean, the Cubs' confidence has to be shaken at this point if you're missing routine things there. I'm actually very surprised that wasn't ruled an error. And the pitch. And that will be check swing. Says he went, and I think that was just in the zone in general. 0-2 count for Nunez. 0 for 2 today as well. Oh! Hit by the pitch! I believe, or that was extremely close. Yeah, he was hit by the pitch, and he will take his base. Runners on first and second now as we have Ruiz coming up here. But looking at that again, that went way inside. Oh, it just barely grazed his jersey. He dramatized it a lot. But yeah, that did barely graze his jersey there. That will be a hit and okay. Nunez and Weimer on first and second. Now we have Ruiz up 1 for 3 on the day, and the pitch, and that will be a strike in the zone for strike number 1. Ruiz having a pretty typical game. He had a .247 batting average last year, not half bad. This will be Milner's 10th pitch of the game. And the pitch, that is low in the dirt for ball 1. I'll put my chair up here. And another sidearm pitch. And that will be hit along third base line. Third baseman gets it this time. And routine out. That will retire the Nationals. And now the Cubs in the top of the 9th have to somehow come up with 4 runs to at least tie this up here. Or else Nationals win. Now, looking at the Cubs, just batters here. I mean, they got rid of a lot of their talent a few years ago. So outside of really Alex Bregman and Armstrong, they don't have really the hitters. Bush is 3 for 3 on the day. I will say that. Their first baseman, 3 for 3. But they don't have the heavy hitters that they really should have. 1 second. And I am back. Fernando Mendoza is going to be a great QB for the Raiders. Just paused here. Huh, weird. Anyways. Why do I feel like this froze? Why is it pause? Why did everything pause? That's really weird. Okay, we are already at a 0-1 count. Kelly is up at the plate and the pitch, and that will be a ball. That is now a 1-1 count. Beater is the pitcher for the Nationals here. Actually, I'm sorry, it's bottom of the 8th, not bottom of the 9th, or top of the 9th. I thought it was top of the 9th. Anyways, getting back to it here. Beater, 2 pitches. Kelly 1 for 2 on the day. And the pitch, and that will be swung and miss. Strike 2. Everything like paused the moment I got up. Oh, you know what? I probably pressed spacebar. That's what it was. I pressed spacebar when I put down my headset. That's why everything paused. Anyways, looking towards the future here. That one swung on and fouled off. Still a 1-2 count. Still don't have the best feeling that this is like live. A lot of buffering today. Alright, it's still live. And the windup and the pitch. And that is hit off and fouled again. Arm hurts. Beater in position. 2 seconds left. And that is in the dirt. Says that he did not swing. He did a little check swing. That was, yeah, he didn't go by a mile. No, he didn't go. Anyways, in the dirt, 2-2 count. No one on base, 0 outs. Cubs have a perfect opportunity here, at least get someone on. And that is hit right to the shortstop, and he will be thrown out at first. 1 out for the Cubs. Next is going to be... Why do they have to show the most random things? Is that the airflow in the entire stadium? Why? That's great. Anyways, the pitch for Balsteros. And that will be a ball. 1-0 count. Yes, showing the U.S. flag and all the national teams. Beater set up. Way high, and that will be a 2-0 count now. Balsteros ahead on the count early. I mean, he's over 3 on the day, but I think he can capitalize here. I have no idea who this guy is. The pitch. Almost in the dirt. 3-0 count. Balsteros will not swing at this next one. This next one's going to be a strike. Sick belt. And that was ball 4. Take your base. Catcher tried to frame it, but that was not going to work. I think that was maybe an inch below the strike zone there. And okay, Balsteros got a 4-0 count and got a walk. Next up is Dansby Swanson, 0 for 2 on the day. Last season had a .245 batting average and 77 RBIs. And that was Beater's 5th ball in a row. Why do they keep focusing on this guy's belt? This guy's belt is not that cool. Okay, it's kind of cool. But they don't even focus on it so much. He's on base. He had a 4-0 count. The pitcher was probably distracted by his belt. That one is in the strike zone. 1-1 count. You know, that's what it is. Beater threw 5 balls in a row because he was so distracted by the guy's belt that he he just couldn't concentrate on pitching. That's why his pitches were all over the place. High, low, in the actually none of them were in the middle. And the pitch. And that will be a strike. 1-2 count now. Peter's next pitch is going to be 15 pitches for him. But yeah, that's why he was so distracted. See, figured it out. Anyways, Peter, deep breaths. The release that is in the dirt, wild pitch, and Castrios will go to second and stay there. 2-2 count now, man on second in scoring position. Swanson and Shaw could seriously capitalize. That looks like it was... Can't even tell you what that looked like it was going to be. That was in the dirt. Maybe 3-4 feet before the plate. Yeah, wild pitch indeed. Beater, I think, needs to be pulled in maybe 5 pitches. Oh, and it looks like someone called a... Did Swanson call time? Yeah, Swanson called time. Cool glove by Beater, by the way. Blue laces. And the look, way high 3-2 count. Beater needs to be pulled. If the Nationals want a chance to hold on to this lead, Beater needs to be pulled. 3-2, full count. And pitch. And that will be outside. Beater walks his second man in a row. Let me do something real quick here. Man now at first and second. Starting to rain there in Chicago. And finally here comes the Nationals someone. And they're all having a talk at the mound. I'm going to assume that Beater is going to be pulled. All the infield is gathered in. I'm waiting to see if Beater is going to be pulled or not. And after talking, Beater is surprisingly staying out there. I mean, it was very needed for him to at least have a talking to. But I thought he should have been pulled. I mean, I guess since we got the 9th batter in the lineup, we can at least try to keep him there. We got Michael Conforto, 200 average last year, pinch hitter. I remember that name. Wow, it's been a long time since I've heard that name. Wow. And pitch. And that will start as a 1-0 count. Beater right back to throwing balls. That was his 18th pitch. This guy needs to be pulled in 2 or 3 pitches max. Conforto wind up again. That will be strike 1 count. The Cubs have a real opportunity here to capitalize before Beater gets pulled. I mean, you're either waiting for wild pitches or he's throwing it down the middle. There's no in between. Pitch. Swung and missed. Strike 2. 1-2 count now. Wow. A batter facing Beater is actually behind the count. That's crazy. All right, Beater looking to the gods for a sign that he should probably not be in the game. That was his 20th pitch, by the way. And pitch. And swung and missed. Strike 3 by Conforto. 2 outs, but now you got the lead hitter who is 3 for 3 on the day for the Cubs, the first baseman, Bush. This will be very interesting to see what happens here. Beater, for some reason, still in. Pitch. Hit up and fouled. Almost right down the middle. Michael Bush, 3 for 3. 2 doubles on the day. Based on walk, RBI, 2 runs. Michael Bush has been an absolute unit today. And Bush has called time. I think he's waiting for maybe the wind to die down a bit. It's raining now in Chicago. Very light drizzle. Maybe a little bit more than a light drizzle, but point stands, it is raining. I'm actually concerned by the amount of rain. Anyways, the pitch, that is low and will be called a ball. 1-1 count. I don't know how I feel that ABS was introduced this year. I mean, it's probably a good thing. It's just my monitor. Pitch, that is hit down the first base line. That will be a out. Cubs are retired. We get the double box view here to Baltimore, Minnesota. Now, I don't know how I feel about ABS since, I mean, ABS is iffy to me. I don't know. ABS is very iffy. Anyways, we have our first true double box of the year. Brewers being up 14-1 was not a double box worthy thing. Anyways, Baltimore, Minnesota, Orioles are up 1-0. I believe Orioles are batting right now. Yes, 2 outs. Man on second. Just scored their first run this inning. Why is everything freezing up so much? Is my internet like that bad or something? I don't know. I have an Ethernet. Anyways, Alexander up for the Orioles. 0 for 2 on the day. He had 1 strikeout. Topa now 8 pitches under his belt, and that will be a ball for ball 1. Blaze Alexander, just strikeout, fly out. He's not really been doing much of anything, but neither has the rest of the team. And the delivery. That will be in the zone for strike 1, 1-1 count. Why does the Cubs broadcast keeps freezing up? Still can't believe Paul Skeens was pulled. I mean, okay, I also can't believe he gave up 5 runs. And that will be another strike. Very nice sweeper by Topa. That was his 10th pitch. And for some reason, I always make sure that I call the pitches whilst it's happening. Or like if it's late in the game, like 6th inning and beyond. Topa way off to the side there. And that'll be ball 2. 2-2 count. We are now back to Cubs Nationals. I'll be broadcasting both games as best I can. Focusing more on Orioles Twins right now until the Cubs are back up. Just know that Cubs have a new pitcher in Webb. That is a line drive by Alexander, and he will... I'm sorry, was that a run scored from second? Orioles got a run scored from second, and that will put them up 2-0. Everyone in the stands was sprayed. But yeah, looking at this again here, happened so fast. Line drive right down the middle. Oh, Manning's had a massive leadoff from second and was able to come home easily. Alexander stayed on first. Okay. Twins bringing it in, probably discussing their poverty franchise. Only 4 hits for the Orioles and 3 for the Twins today. Very boring game offensively. Looking to Nationals Cubs real quick. Nationals still up 8-4. Nationals got their lead batter Wood up. 1-1 count, man on first. And back to Orioles. Topa is still out there. Taylor Ward 0 for 3 on the day. Topa looking at first. And the delivery. That will be that's in the zone. That's strike 1. That was a sinker. Not the best sinker, but it was a sinker nonetheless. And the pitch. And that will be almost at his legs for ball number 1. I don't think Topa's getting tired yet. I think that he has some nerves after. I mean, this game's been 0-0 through 6 innings, and then he just gave up 2 runs, and there's a man on first. I think Topa's nervous. Pitch way outside, ball 2. Anyways, yeah, I think he's just nervous here, which, I mean, understandable, but he really needs to lock in. It's 2 outs. Get this man out. Twins can go do their job. Not like Twins are going to get anything over 80 wins this year. And that'll be fouled off, 2-2 count. I will give it to Topa, though. He has a really good sweeper. If he can throw a good sweeper in the zone, maybe away from Taylor Ward, I think that Ward will swing and miss at it. And pitch. That is going to be outside. And they may call ABS on that. And yeah, that's ABS. And yep, that will be a ball. Ball by 0.9 inches, too. So Twins will lose a challenge. I don't know how many challenges they had. Anyways. Okay, Twins and Orioles both have 1 challenge remaining. Full count, and Ward calls time. Yeah, I wouldn't have challenged that one, personally. Actually, I believe that was an Orioles challenge to try and get that strikeout. But full count now for Ward. The pitch, that is hit down third base line. Routine throw to first, and Ward will be out, retiring the inning. Going into the 8th, Twins have a 2-run deficit to make up. And now we look at Cubs and Nationals. Sorry, I sounded tired saying that. Webb at 9 pitches, two outs. Man was just thrown out at second. Absolutely no idea who's batting for the Nationals. Who pays attention to the Nationals? I'm kidding, they're actually a pretty good team. I believe Garcia Jr. Yep. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Pinch. Third baseman Brady House. 1 for 4 on the day. He had a single, and that resulted in a run. That will be hit up. Going back. And that will be a home. That will be a home run for the Nationals. 2-run home run for Brady House. First home run of the season for that young man. For a second, I thought that went foul, but it did not. Brady House just missed his base. And the Nationals now lead 10-4 against the Cubs. Looking at this again, beautiful hit. Got the bottom of the bat there. And that carried it. I'd say probably 410 feet. Very good. Anyways. Wild now up for... Wow, the designated hitter now up for the Nationals. 2 outs still. No one on base since Brady House just cleared him. And the pitch, that will be a ball. Now a 1-1 count. Visit Sarasota. I mean, Sarasota's not bad. 2-1 count for a while. I don't know if the Cubs should... I'm not big... There's 2 things I'm not big on in baseball. Wild gets underneath that one, and it's a foul. Oh, the fans and right behind. Oh, Tyler Wells, new pitcher for Orioles. I gotta focus on this game now. There's 2 things I'm not big on in baseball, though. Replacing pitchers as often as they do, and replacing the balls as often as they do. That will be ball 1 for Clemens. Pinch hitter Clemens is in for the Twins, 213 average last season. That will be a strike, 1-1 count. Got the edge there. But yeah, I mean, I think in a typical baseball game, unless if your lead pitcher is doing really bad, the pitch and that will be hit to the second baseman, throws it to first, one out. Buxton, the center fielder Buxton is going to be in for the Twins. Anyways, I think that three pitchers are good for a game. Your starting pitcher lasts 5 to 7 innings. You have a reliever come in for an inning or two, and then you have your closer close out the ninth, maybe eighth, depends. I think that's a good formula. Starting, relief, closer. Anyways, Buxton 0 for 3 on the day. Wells having his fourth pitch now. That was a very nice slider, and that will be strike one for Buxton. And that will be not in the dirt. It barely hit the dirt. Why do you have to replace the ball? Oh my gosh. Why replace the ball? Barely hit dirt. There's a pitcher in the bullpen already for the Orioles because, this guy's been out for 5 pitches. Basically, watch 1-1 count. And that will be hit up. Will that land? It will. This is going to be a double for Buxton. Is Buxton going to go for 3? He will. Loses his helmet. And Buxton, almost a standing triple. Did slide in, though. And that will be a triple for the Twins. And for Buxton, wow. And they're letting him go retrieve his helmet. Actually, no, that's the momentum shift the Twins needed. I mean, that Twins pitch was really rattled at the bottom of the seventh there, but Buxton just had a great hit to shift the momentum. New pitcher for the Nationals, Cionel Perez. Okay, Keyshaw now in as the batter for the Twins. 1 for 3 on the day. That'll be a slider. 1-0 count. Oh, 1 count. My bad. Focusing on the Cubs game too, as this is in the bottom of the ninth here. Alex Bregman is up at the plate. That will be a 1-1 count now for Keyshaw. I don't think the Cubs are going to come back, but still going to commentate it. Anyways. And the pitch. That will be hit up by Keyshaw and out. And Buxton will get to home. That will be a run scored for the Twins. 2-1 now. Orioles lead. Twins now only down by 1. 2 outs. And they will have the catcher, Jeffers, come in. Almost at center. Ryan Jeffers in 1 for 3 on the day. Both teams getting momentum very late in the game. This next pitch will be Will's 10th pitch of the outing. And that will be called a strike. Now, as I was talking about ABS, ABS is good, but it also kind of takes out like the fun of umpires screwing over your team. It just takes out the fun. Pitch, and that will be clipped of 2 count. I mean, I'm a Guardians fan. When we played in the divisional series against Detroit, that was some horrible umping. But it's they're umps. What do you expect from them? We can all make fun of them. Pitch, that will be called. Oh, the Twins may want to challenge that one, and they will. That was a very close ball, and ABS is saying it was a ball. Yep, 0.4 inches, call overturned. Jeffers still out there. Now with a 1-2 count, Jeffers another chance at life here. If I'm not mistaken, the Cubs just lost. And clipped off. Oh, no, they haven't lost yet. 2 outs. Crow Armstrong up. Ball in dirt. Anyway, still 1-2 count here. If I was Jeffers, I'd be so happy right now. And I think I would have enough adrenaline to just ride that into a, I don't know, single at least. And he will strike out. I tried. That will retire it. Gonna go to the bottom of the 8th for the Orioles. Looking back at the Cubs. 1-1 count. 2 outs. Crow Armstrong is up to bat. 2 for 4 on the day. The pitch. That will be hit up and fouled away. Still a 2-2 count. Or, I'm sorry, 1-2 count. The Cubs don't got a chance here. They need a miracle. They need their entire arsenal of batters here. They need to go back to the top of the lineup. And all of them get runs. For a chance. And that will be strike 3. Cubs will lose against the Nationals 10-4 on opening day. And now we will focus on one game only until this one is over. And that game is Minnesota-Baltimore. Now, for anyone joining, Baltimore is up 2-1. Twins do have some momentum now, though. I think they're going to replace their pitcher, Topa, here in the bottom of the 8th. Does ESPN really have to advertise themselves so much? Anyways, here. Oh yeah, Orioles' upcoming schedule. That's fun. I don't care. You know, could have went out to opening day. I got a day off today. But no, I'm commentating it. Hey, that could be better though. The Norfolk Tides. That double A or triple A? Jacksonville and Jungle Shrimp. That's gotta be triple A, right? I think that's triple A. Oh, they're actually... Oh, wow, they actually get TV coverage sometimes? That's crazy. Anyways, 4 hits for each team. I was right. Rogers now the new pitcher. Gunnar Henderson 0 for 3 on the day. Very slow start for him. Taylor Rogers, 3.3 ERA. Okay, he's pretty good. Anyways, here, 0-1 count. Now an 0-2 count already for Gunnar. Gunnar way down early on here. Had a ground out in the 6th. And what I'm seeing here, I mean, Henderson, Alonso, Richmond, very debatable as to if the Orioles are going to get anything done. I love Pete Alonso, but he's falling from grace. He's just falling from grace. If they can get to O'Neill, I think that would be good. And Gunnar will strike out. 1 already down for the Orioles in this crucial 8th inning. Next up is going to be Pete Alonso, who's also 0 for 2 on the day. And we got a nice aerial shot of Oriole Park. Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Pete Alonso, one of my favorite players in the league. 0 for 2 on the day. Big power hitter. Walked in the 6th. He's looking. And the pitch. And that will be in the zone for strike 1. Got him looking. That honestly did not look more than 80 miles an hour. That looks like I mean, not necessarily a meatball. I think like a failed knuckleball would be a meatball. Pitch. And 79. Sweeper. That will be 0-2. Alonso swung at it, even though that was way outside the zone. Yeah. Anyways, Alonso stepping back in the box. Pitch. Way outside for ball one. For a second, I thought the ump was going to call that a strike. I was about to start laughing. Baltimore has Hesley in the bullpen. Orioles looking. Alonso way up. That could go all the way back. That will be caught about 2 feet before the center field wall. And that will be the Orioles' second out of the game. Or of the inning. Rutschman now going to be... How do you say this guy's name? Adley Rutschman. The catcher for the Orioles. Going to be coming in now. Oh, that's why I make a thumbnail. And that's why I'm not getting viewers. Anyways, 1 for 3 on the day. Pitch. That will be in the zone for strike 1. These closing pitchers all throwing great sweepers today. Pitch. That will be hit up. That will go along the third base line, and Rutschman will get a double out of that. A standing double, and the Orioles have a little bit of life in this inning. Beautiful drop shot. All the way to the back. And on May 9th, Nelly will be performing at the Birdland Summer Music Series presented by CFG Bank. I'm just doing ad reads now. Anyways, Baslow in as the designated hitter, 1 for 3 on the day. Now there's a man in scoring position for the Orioles. That will be hit up, and that will be a pop fly. Yes. To retire the Orioles, the Twins will now have one chance, down 2-1, to get something going here. Looking at their lineup, they Matt Warner, Josh Bell, Victor Caratini. Such a painful game to commentate. There are still 2 games. Boston, Cincinnati, and Angels, Astros that are still 0-0 halfway through. It's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. It's a great day in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just this good? Yeah, I can do anything stupid like that. I'm going to make a thumbnail next time. I need a thumbnail for these streams. I mean, these streams are good. These streams are very good. But I think a convincing thumbnail, I'm going to get all the viewers that I would need. Oh, wow, Disney Cruise Line. How nice. Anyway, here, how's everyone's day going? Personally, my day's going pretty good. It's going alright. Had to pick up some leaves earlier. Still a little bit of housework. Gonna have some major storms here soon. About half an hour. But Secret of the Bees. Ooh, a series that I will not be watching. Get me near a bee. I will run as far away as possible. I don't care if there could be $100,000 on the line, and I'm gonna run as far away as possible. Oh, I found the show Tool Academy. The Philly special, 30 for 30. That's actually a good 30 for 30 for ESPN to make. Back to the game here, top of the 9th. Twins have one chance to get a run and possibly salvage their day here. Ryan Hesley in as the pitcher for the Orioles. Much needed, too. It's been last season with the Cardinals and the Mets. Anyways, looking here, we got Matt Warner, and that will be an automatic strike 1 there. 99 mile per hour fastball. Hesley putting the heat on that one. Hey, Hesley's fresh. I got faith that the Orioles will close this out. Matt Warner is not doing much of anything today. And that will be strike 2, swinging at the bottom of the zone. Look, I don't like patches. for all these MLB jerseys. Like I don't like how the Nike patches or the Marlboro patches on the sleeve, but that Baltimore patch of the Maryland State flag is amazing. Pure amazing. Pitch, that will be in the dirt. It barely touched the dirt. Why do you have to replace the ball? Oh my gosh. 1-2 count. Pitch. Way high. Are you going to replace the ball again? 102 miles an hour. Did not replace the ball in case anyone was wondering. And breathe, man. They don't have to. The pitch. And that will be strike 3. Are they giving that ball away after 2 pitches? It never hit anything. There was a little bit of air from the bat. Oh, that may be. I would go as far to say as that would be foul. That was tipped by the bat. That was tipped by the bat, I think. Anyways, Josh Bell now in. This guy's a tool. Oh yeah, I found the show Tool Academy. Very cool. 1-0 count for Bell. 0 for 2 on day walk in the 4th. I found the show Tool Academy. Hilarious. They need to bring it back. That's hilarious. Oh, what happened to my stream? What happened to my stream? What happened to my stream? Is my stream dead?